Up, and I'm up. Hi guys. Hey Spencer. Hi there in the YouTube chat. Hey, I'm up. Woke up late today, so we're starting late. Yeah. I'm also waiting for my food, so when my food arrives, I'm mostly not gonna read dialogue. But I'll try to read dialogue after. Yeah, we're just gonna be chilling. We're playing SALVUS ARIES. We're on chapter 6, if I remember. I have no idea how long the route is yet. Yeah. We're starting on chapter 6. And I have no idea how long the game is still. Yeah, we'll find out, I guess. We'll find out. Oh, is this like Valefar's POV? Cat's Eye Lover, hi. Hi there on the YouTube chat. Cannot believe we failed to find a single malevolent. There usually been like roaches everywhere you look. Alright. This man. Okay. What need have you for them anyway? Keep my mouth clamped shut. What use was me sharing the scheme if we had failed so miserably? The only thing I had said when we first planned was that I need malevolence. Hi, Mikey. I had divulged only the first step of my plan here, in case whatever record keeper would report my quest for malevolence back to heaven. I was hoping we'd come back here only after succeeding to have some drinks. One had to go into a plan with hopes for success, after all, in order to truly succeed. Hey, Izuku! How you doing? Yeah, it's Otome Game Tuesday today. We're gonna continue. I'm really curious how many more chapters I still have though. I have no idea. It's I didn't really ask the devs how long the route is. 4 hours later and we were back here empty-handed. Happy Star Wars Day. Ah, I see. Yeah, hi Becky. Earlier. Oh. Okay. I have no idea what to press here. It will be alright? We'll be back. We'll get you out.
I made my bed and will lie on it. It's fine, truly.
Okay, if I... Okay, if I pick the other... Oh, okay, wait. Not that. There you go. If I press the other one, we'll be back. We'll get you out.
I made my bed and will lie on it. It's fine, truly.
Okay. The same Trust me, Valefar. He held his hand tightly and he squeezed
With
it
my
back.
entire life.
Okay. He held my other hand, then cupped both of my cheeks, fingers intertwined with mine. His forehead pressed against mine and fire burned in his eyes. May Tatsuya. I'm proud of you, Leon. You really grown up now. Even if you are Valefar now, you're still my sweet knight.
General.
His smile was dry, yet sweet. Whatever it may be, you've got the heart of the boy I met so very long ago. Even if it's no longer in one piece, it's still there.
With you still residing in its walls,
Yeah,
some
hi
things haven't
Tatsuya.
changed.
We're playing a otome game today. Room slammed his glass on the table and stood up. Ironically, heaven is where you can escape with wrongdoings. Oh, okay. His teeth clenched so hard that I could hear them grinding. At least he was reining in his temper. But he had a point. It seemed that I had sent them all on a wild goose chase for malevolence. Is it my fault for having trust issues? Though after everything that happened? If you're up to mischief, there are no witnesses beyond these walls. So speak frankly, for heaven's goodness sake. Okay. I decided to probe him. You know where to find one, don't you? I do. Okay. After having us run around for hours? You could not have offered this earlier? Hey, Jimmy. This looks kind of like placeholder holder art. It's not as well defined as the love interest. Yeah. No, he is NPC, so right now he's just NPC, so yeah, it's probably just a placeholder. It's not that simple. It wasn't something I could simply divulge. He defensively crossed his arms and jutted his chin out. It is at great risk to myself and the others who live here. We have been studying them, searching to reverse some adverse effects caused by them. What for? Why would you people care? Guess it's been affecting the angels, or has something to do with it. That's why Nox is here, right? Rune pulled a face, and I shrugged. But don't tell me you didn't expect me to run into him. He has healing talent, something greater than what angels must have. Especially since you hurt Seer and abandoned him. Then you also banned him from heaven so that we won't tear you apart for all that he's endured. A sharp creak and a crack came from where Kim was sitting. The armrest had half turned into splinters. Oh, okay. Classified, but yes. You need him to heal something that the rest of you can't. Nox wouldn't leave Malthus, so he put him to use as well. Any of our kind have fallen ill to what we have called soul rot. Not me, however. Okay. Malthus has been catching malevolence for you to study and find the cure. I'm assuming you find those to be the root cause of the sickness. And you chose Malthus because you're too prideful to tell Reapers to do it. You can't reveal that heaven, too, has its weaknesses. After all, it's why you didn't stop the ascensions, despite what was happening to the souls. and why Valefar had to destroy the door himself. Rune sneered. It was difficult to not be smug, so I didn't try to contain myself. Clever, aren't you? Know everything, don't you? He had shown his hand. It was time to show mine. Let's say that Valefar broke the door to save heaven. Grabbed a cup and put it on the table to signify the door. We leave a malevolent near where the door is. Is the one on this side still present, or did it disappear when Valefar? Indeed. But the door is no longer functional thanks to Valefar and his hammer. Excuse me, that's my... Safan's a little salty about that. Asir gently coaxed Safan away from another rant, but about his precious abused tool. Is there any sort of system that would detect malevolence running around? No, heaven is safe. There was no need for security, not until you arrived. I'm okay then. Foolish of me to think that he'd tone it down with the jabs. Yeah. Fine. Can you take me, please? I amended my tone to appease grandiose ego. He required his wings just to keep from falling over from the weight of it. Also, my food is here, so I'll quickly BRB. My food is here. Hey, quickly, I'll just BRB. I need to go get my food. I haven't eaten. I'll be right back, guys. I need my food. Okay, I'm back. I got food. Got food and gonna be eating. So that I likely won't be able to read dialogue. The fuck? I am getting cold. The fuck? And I ah okay. Uh, yeah, I won't be reading dialogue since I'm eating. uh, yeah, let's continue. I just asked the devs how many chapters there are, or at least asked at the server. Apparently there's 7 chapters, so I think we're close. We're close to the end. Yippee. Warframe updated. Now I just need to remember my password. Only been 4-ish years since I last logged in. Huh. Oh yeah, what time is Ghana gonna be playing actually? I'm just Ghana is live right now. Not sure, but I'll be ready though. Okay. I know Kana will be doing main story though. And main story is only solo if I remember. The cherub is asking for candy. He dangled the cherub and I smacked him on the head. Okay then. Solo until board and star chart stuff unless they change that. Yeah. It's been a while since I did star chart stuff, so I kind of forget what I was doing back then. And surely Kana might need help with setting up the settings, especially if she gets motion sick or something. You can't tax anymore. Newbies have to legit unlock nodes. Yeah, I have to unlock mine as well. When I was playing. Before ARIES chucks you into a bush. Damn. Okay. What's the commotion about? No winged child zoomed back to us, arms flailing about. Huh? Oh, there we go. Ooh. You know what? That's cool. They also have another art for the background here. Just for the sake of seeing the destruction. Okay. Several blades immediately pointed on Rune's direction. Oh. You're one of the main... Damn. Wop. Wop, Rune. Wop. 3 of their spears pointed upwards of Malthus' direction. Oh. Damn, okay. Huh. So Zapan was an angel. Huh. That's an interesting. Okay. That's an interesting information. Okay. Hey, Pato. It's that bad. I mean, angel, dude. Yeah. He has a sharp tongue. But I think, he's just really that prideful. Because he's an angel. Oh, yeah. Hey, Patalo, how you doing? Also, I'm eating lunch right now, so I'm I'm not reading as much. Hardly a point of pride. Continue. Okay, doing all right, and you? I'm fine. I just woke up like an hour ago, so yeah. Yeah, late lunch. Also, I'm being asked to water the garden later. So I'm most likely gonna AFK later, in like 2 hours probably, just before the sun sets at least. Yay! Noxus joined the party. Yippee! Oh, our MC is a tactician when she was alive, so yep. Another angel was pinned in the fruit stall, spirit torn away by the middle of... Damn. Oh.
Do it now!
Oh.
Here I thought I could finally have a break.
Sadly, no. You're not having a break, buddy. Nope. Nope, no break for you, buddy. Not when I'm around.
Clearly not, but you're not the one I'm here for.
Ah, he really is an old man. Damn, okay. You're being disarmed by the second. Huh. Do you even know how to build weaponry? Unfortunately, yes. Don't question me if you want to win. Damn. Rune was useful in his own way, I suppose. Damn.
Making good use of the terrain. Well done, well done.
Uh-huh. Oh, it's the kid. He appeared older now, a boy of 14, still nothing but a sapling. Huh. Huh? Okay. Um, uh, okay. Yeah, don't be rash. Someone is still waiting for you.
I know. Stand tall. Stand firm.
Why do I hear barking? Now, what's the other choice, actually? Okay. Let me just look at the other choice. Yeah, I like the choice I made already. Yeah. No, there's Malthus. I'm busy here, unlike you. Damn, okay. Was he fighting for these humans? Huh. They're not attacking the humans. What? They swerved around, curling their... Take us out instead. Huh.
Then take this chance to retreat! You did your duty in your first life. Do not forsake this one.
Look who's talking. Huh. Poor bros are not getting any voice acting anymore. It's only Valefar right now. It's his route, so it's only his voice that's playing whenever there is a line for him. But I hope they add more to the voice. Maybe one day, we'll see. They are still updating stuff. I forgot. It's still being updated, yeah. If I remember, Dev said that they're also working on ARIES' route. Currently. So there's that.
It is helping a lot, but we are greatly outnumbered.
The game is pinned on the chat. for those on the YouTube chat. It's called SALVUS ARIES. It's an otome game. Huh? We have an infirmary. I really find it funny that some of the angels, well, were angels, doesn't even know that they have an infirmary in heaven. Okay.
That is not a concern.
Not a concern, of course it's concern. Bro. Uh, uh.
Ah, I assume it cannot wait. Speak clearly. Speak freely.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
We can't. I don't want you to.
Damn girl. Alright. Oh, damn girl. Like, I know it's probably to absorb whatever soul rot he's having at the moment. Since he Valefar has been like having pain and is actually sick, and we later on find out that there's this thing called soul rot, and I think Valefar is inflicted with it. And our MC can absorb it, so maybe. Unless you don't want to, of course. I am a lady after all. Okay. Damn, okay.
Allow me, my dear.
Yep. This is pretty tame for how horny MC was acting last time. You know what? Yeah. Yeah. know what? Yeah, this is still pretty tame.
Tactician, is that right? Well, I was a general, and I knew to memorize my terrain better than the enemy.
Oh, okay. Let me get tissue. Kind of spilled mayo on my shirt. Help. Not the mayo. We call up with the others and fought wave after wave after wave. Everyone just left the two while they were kissing. You know what? Fair. Rip mayo. Rip my shirt. Gonna stain.
Can we get it?
It'll be difficult. Is it even maintained? We haven't used it in centuries.
Nox, Zafan, behind me!
The Fawn now brandished a giant axe instead of his scythe. He has another weapon? Where was he pulling all this out from? I know, right? Buddy, how many weapons do you have? Whoa. It did play a part in your war, if you recall. As much as I spent time sabotaging Val's efforts, I also did take out as many baddies as I could. Damn. Damn, bro. Hey, Wink taking up guard behind us. Oh god. Stairs. Should have asked to hitch a ride from an angel. Girl.
I shall attempt to grow my wings faster for you.
Oh damn, okay. Shouldn't have this much trouble with stairs, you know. Maybe it's a human thing? Maybe. We held the fort, although not many malevolents found their way here. Maybe we can move the injured here later to keep them safe. I mean... Oh. We flew in carrying the contraption. Many strips of shining tape were wrapped all around it. Yeah, it was glowing brightly. It looked like a cross between a horn and a cannon. I cannot imagine what that looks like. It's going to fall apart if I look at it the wrong way. It's the best I could do. It's now or never. Be proud of the beacon out of the window. I'll absorb it all and you purify me. Channel it into this. What if it breaks? Better that break than you.
That's replaceable. You are not.
Whatever small patch that wasn't covered in tape. did, did they just put duct tape on this thing? Did they just wrap it in duct tape? I registered the faint grip of Rune's fingers around my shoulders, and just as I thought my chest would give in, I could breathe again. Beacon rattled. Oh, let me hold it down, okay? Uh-oh, my vision grew blurry. I saw two specks of red and blue that must have been upon us here. One of them held fast to the beacon, and I felt their fingers brush over mine.
Are you alright? Let go if it is harming you at all.
Tremors and vibrations wildly shook me. Couldn't tell if it was my body or the beacon. Valefar screamed, yet it was as if he was shouting from a million miles away. His fingers gripped tightly into my shoulders, and the pain grounded me. Ow, that's a flashbang. Valefar tackled me to the ground. Just as a sharp sound shattered my eardrums, and then the world turned numb. Ringing, my ears were ringing. Oh. I sank back down to my knees, crawling forward to pick up the pieces of the beacon, which had shattered. Few shards lay among dust. Huh. So the beacon broke.
Rise, tactician. It is not over.
Picked me up, carried me over to the window, which was somehow still intact. Okay, yeah. Oh. Dozens of angels looked around, searching for their enemy who had been slowly vanquished. Are there any left? Maybe I had done my job? Maybe. I hadn't fathomed that my stomach could go any lower. There's still dozens in the distance. Without the beacon, what can we do? Valefar looked around and back at me. How could he smile at a time like this?
I suppose we are also beacons, aren't we?
We are. Flex his fingers and light in the form of a fragmented dust.
I suppose some powers are finally kicking in. Look how the angels have borne witness to your feat. Let us call upon them to help.
Angels were supposed to be self-healing, not infallible. Yet many were at death's door. Hope continued to father within me. Those that so stood looked up and away from the carnage, then up at us. Their eyes cast around the battlefield. Heaven had become and jolted when they finally registered they were no longer fighting. At least not for the moment. A few nudged one another, pointing at where once to the disintegrated malevolent monsters they had been barely fending off. It was evidence that we did not lie, and that we possessed strength to put an end to this desecration of this one sacred home. Angels rose to the sky one by one, and more followed. Those not engaged in battle surrounded all of us. Like shards, the angels threw out their power, linking me to the malevolence scattered around heaven. beacon felt like a crushing impact on my chest, like 1,000 different spears embedded in me. But past the initial pain, it felt better. I was a puppet master yanking on strings. Valefar's arms wrapped tightly around me as if ensuring the light will leave my body. A blast blew us apart. Oh, okay. Malevolence remains. Oh, ew. Ooh. Ew. I rolled onto my front, using my elbows to push myself off the ground. Oh, scaffolding. Okay. Uh-oh.
Safe. Safe and sound. You saved the day. The taste of you supersedes anything else.
So, Chad, how's third wheeling? How's third wheeling, Chad? Well, where did you learn that language?
I may have pursued a romance novel or two while courting you.
I'm okay. I'm okay then. I see you, dude. This feels like sitting awkwardly next to a couple making out. I know. I'm just drinking here with my cup of Coca-Cola and I'm just watching this. Hey, Shin, I have Walk into Hell. What? What hell? Which one? That doesn't narrow it down, Yuki. You see that meme, right? Which one? Which one? What are you referring to? Because... God damn it. You see the word Coca-Cola, they spell out 67. I did him. Okay. Oh, the hell is 14? Did you actually install 14 now, Yuki? Have you become one of us? Let me snooze the ads. Well, good luck, Yuki. But yeah, if you need help, just ask John or any of the guys who are also playing 14. If you need help to taxi you around, because the start of the game is slow. I'm not even gonna coax that. The start is slow. No need. Okay. I need to suffer. Oh, you say so. I want to see the pin so I can install it, bro. No, but the ARR is slow. Yes, the start is very slow, but it gets better. As we said to the others, the story does get better. Also, the battle combat stuff also gets better. That's why I just finished my lunch. Yippee! Ever so dry, I could never tell when his quips had basis in truth. Damn. But I gave way to belly laughter anyway, just in sheer relief that he was here. He was whole, and it was mine, okay? Yeah, I'm just third wheeling here. We're just third wheeling. You guarded me? I do not recall. Outside when you chased me out of your home. Oh. He frowned as I brought it up yet again. Then smiled.
I suppose not that well. But now is as good a time to start as ever, eh?
I swear, if I actually get the good ending from here. Like, this is completely blind. I have no idea what I was doing with choosing the options as well. Perhaps a more romantic setting would be ideal. Okay. You think it'll go back to normal? This place? You know
Heaven will purge itself of all impurities. It is heaven, after all, created to stand forever, despite the ruin of...
Oh, okay. Well, since we won't be going back to Ark for some time, goodbye, Chosen One! Okay, wait, YouTube is saying my bitrate is shit again. What do you mean? What do you mean? Here we go. Ren was chasing Nox. Half of his body had escaped the dust. Malthus? Scanned the area, finding one individual squirming in between two angels with a third behind them, pointing a spear to his neck. I had hardly realized it was him. Malthus, bravado gone and in chains. Oh. He had been fighting so hard to protect this place, and now... Oh boy. Is that what you think this is? After everything that I've fucking done, you know what? Malthus has no filter. He's unsettling, the character, when he talks. But he has no filter, you know what? Respect. I had assumed it was because of Malthus's superior skills. Could be true. Why would the malevolence be avoiding Malthus? Reachable Doomslayer, hi. Either on the YouTube chat. I sees him on either side, light binding him. Yes, maybe we're the same. Maybe we've all been fucked over by you. Damn, he has no filter. No filter. Respect? That's why you're all dying. Bit of them. Feral and desperate to escape. Oh. What hold did those angelic chains have on him? Nox's own hands glowed over the chains, but a guard struck him with a spear and sent him flying into a wall. Valefar and both whipped our heads around to see Game staring down from a rooftop. Frozen over like the frost of a winter storm, Game remained still as a statue. Malthus emanated a dark blue energy. It was radiating from him. Thousands of little points emanated from the energy, trying to consume him. Uh-oh. Well, How can you stop someone from turning into a malevolent? I don't know, girl. Got my sight drawing the energy into the weapon. This was more powerful than ever before. But once, so my sight trembled, and I gripped it tighter. Valefar's hand encapsulated mine, and our feet skidded in the dirt as it pushed us back. Valefar and I looked at each other, a million syllables in my head, but no coherent words.
We must let him go.
Oh.
Look at him. I do not think heaven can withstand what will come if he bursts.
I mean, yeah. I'm holding the power off of him, but I don't think we can hold him. I have to let him go. Yeah. He's going to turn into a malevolent if you don't.
Release him immediately, or you will doom us all!
Moon pushed the guard aside, even as he was muttering, and unbound Malthus. Lights surrounding Malthus flickered, then went out. Oh. Turned into a crow and flew into the sky, then pierced down past the clouds. Oof. Oh. Fell to his knees and fell over, forehead to the ground. You lay like a rag doll in my arms. The brothers are not doing well. Valefar cut in, whereas Game even now didn't move. He couldn't now. Nox wouldn't spatter the street with a fresh coat of blood.
Enough. Are these the people you wish to be? To trample over others, not refusing to budge. Can angels not allow for redemption? When you are supposed to be the best of us? I am one of you now, and I speak.
Honest to a fault, as always. This was why I could not involve him in my scheming. Hey, the monsters, they are as monsters as us. We are as human as them. I had destroyed the door to prevent sickness from spreading any longer to those who toiled to purge their own souls.
I have found my bravery again, thanks to you. I have finally redeemed myself. In life, my inaction was my greatest regret. Yet you thought I was worthy to walk through the gates of heaven instead. For the first time, I feel that I have been cleansed enough to deserve to be here, only to feel shame in my heart for the people you have become.
Damn. Grasp my hand in his and raise our joint hands to his mouth, kissing each one of my knuckles. Okay. I have learned that I am not beyond becoming who I had once dreamed to be centuries ago. A knight, yes, but someone valiant. Someone with honor and virtue. And now I am. I accept my... How do you pronounce that word? I have no idea how to pronounce that word. And that is why all this happened. With nowhere else to go, they burst free into heaven. You are the cause of this, death and destruction. Okay, then. Okay. If I were crueler, I'd say, oh, they simply returned to the ether. Okay. Final boss of any difficult words vocabulary. Like, I appreciate the vocabulary, the new words that I could probably learn, but some of them I don't even know how to pronounce. Let me turn on the AC. It is getting hot in my room. They've clearly collaborated together, as have you. Ninja pointed a finger at Rune, who scoffed and pushed away the finger wagging hand. I'll take full responsibility, but I will not be a scapegoat either. What evidence have you against any of us? You know what? I applaud for you. I applaud you for that, Rune. Okay. It was a mistake of everyone who agreed to bring those into heaven, those beings into heaven, and study them here. Yeah. When Solroth has affected so many of us, how could we expect our holy power to have been enough to withstand and cage them? The cherub popped out again, little orbs floating behind it. And I suspect that the eavesdropper has the evidence to prove me right. Perhaps Rune could be absolved, but who would absolve the lone Aster brother? Nox. I do not need to be in this world anymore. Not when those of you in heaven also betray us. Yeah. In writing in blood, whatever foolishness you demand. You've got our work cut out for us. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yep. As the faunus here, each had several angels on their backs, in various states of injury. In front of them, ARIES was clearing the path free of debris. I helped Nox stand on wobbly legs. He looked to his left and right and up and down, but no Malthus was in sight. Damn. He won't be coming back. Yeah. Well, accepting this, Nox trudged forward step by step. Let's go. Val? I turned around just in time for Valefar to sway towards me. I let go of Nox just in time for Valefar to fall right into my arms and crumple. Uh-oh. 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 Faster than I could blink, Nox was beside me. He pushed me away and placed his palms on Balifar's chest. It's tangled, complicated. The rot. Uh-oh. Well, absorb when I say so. Stop when I say so. At this level, I'm afraid he'll disappear entirely if we're not careful. Oh boy. Never seen anything like this. My alarm is going off. Yeah. I took deep breaths and focused. I could fall apart later. I summoned the dregs of my power at his command. Let it ease at every stop. Start, stop, start, stop. Oh boy. I'm doing my best and need the utmost focus. And you do not tell me what I must do, damn, okay? I mean, the older brother just did nothing earlier, so yeah, you don't have the you don't have the right to tell him what to do. It is right, yeah. His deadly hiss had me fearing that his healing magic would transform into something harmful. Someone's hand was on my shoulder. Maybe Arius? The others were all staring down at us. Couldn't breathe, not until he took a breath once more. My chest was caving in, falling apart. Pain spliced through my own lungs and then... Okay, it's breathing again. Okay, that's good. That's good, right? Doesn't have much time left, I'm afraid. I've stayed the rot for now with Ina's help, but I was gasping, drinking in gulps of air, but it wasn't enough. Someone rubbed my neck, and my head was far too light. Held on to it, afraid I'd lose it entirely. Well, find a way. We have to find a way, right? Valefar puffed. Out came a feather of ash. Oh. Right. Last chapter? Oh god, not the white screen. Not the white screen. There were two things I could count on in my years of training as a squire, and then as a knight. The smell of slightly burned stew on the stove, and the small streak of black that had become permanently etched into our floorboards. Once I began training to be a knight, I could no longer tend to the little ones in our dinners. Always delicious, but always a little too watery, a little over seasoned, a little burnt. Wayne the Ken, hi. Hi there. I knew this was a dream. In every life I'd had, too many nights were spent waking up from dreams of better nights, of better times. Disappointment was my best friend. As for the second thing I could rely on, the streak of suit. It was another reminder of the long, hard days my father would spend working at the blacksmith's. Every day, the faint smell of coal followed my father. In my younger years, I dreamt that I too would follow in his ashen footsteps. But Hammer was never recalling. My father always encouraged me, of course. He had me persist again and again. Let me waste countless hours to try my hand. But after I turned his latest sword into something more resembling a scarecrow, we both had to face the truth. You lack finesse, my boy. There. My life still needed a purpose. I had walked past beginner nights training in the fields by our home. But how valiant they had been. One foot led the other, and I found myself in the barracks before I knew it, wooden helmet and sword in hand. Despite finding an exhilaration in my new purpose, guilt hung from my body. Or perhaps it was the two younger ones, clinging to my trousers. A weight on each leg as I trudged up the stairs would be the ones to carry the torch of the family business. David and Avon both were remarkably dexterous. Despite being just old enough to start their letters, they could carry on the family trade. I had to make up for my lack of skill and bring honor to our family a different way. I at least had decent strength from years of helping my father out at the shop. I could haul things around well enough. But there was a shame I could not get rid of. And I was not able to be a craftsman like my father's father, and so forth. With every swing, I tried to cut away the guilt and inadequacy. But once had my father express sadness. Damn, okay. It was not a rebuke. It was not a criticism, but merely a statement of fact. I had jumped out of my skeleton when I felt a tap on my shoulder. It was the first time I've ever spoken to Aina, or rather, the first time she had ever spoken to me. Oh. You see a better view of the MC sprite. You're a knight now? You know me? And no, only training to be one. Your shop has been providing the weapons for Felix's guards for a while, and the ones that are home. What made you change? And somehow I spilled all out of my woes to this girl who was no more than a stranger to me. Being a knight is more useful. Pondered for a while, tilting her head to and fro. The way the sun caught her hair, it was the most beautiful thing I had ever seen. I forgot how much I liked it. Perhaps because when the rays of the setting sun had caught on those very same locks right before I walked her to the deck, it poisoned the beauty of all my other admirations. Why? because you can show how great your father's weapons are, and everyone will want to buy them too. It was so silly, yet it wasn't wrong either. Burst into laughter. And how she puffed out her cheeks, assuming that I found her idea foolish. Nay, I had instantly become infatuated with her. The way she always found the silver lining and spun it into something that made me laugh bad. It always made my heart pound a little. Although she was jovial, she was also correct. That still held true despite the newfound discipline and routine in my life. That's why I had my ass walloped, served, and handed to me by Felix yet again. These days, Aina joined my spar sessions, and she too soundly defeated me. Damn, okay. when did I start being so careful? When asked where my sword was crafted, I had merely responded that it was part of the family business. My father had returned home late that day, then the day after, the next day, and the day after that. Just before mother sent me out back to check on the shop, he came home, covered head to toe in soot and sweat. A large order had came in from the commander of our barracks himself. While my pommel had not been particularly fancy, so as to not draw unneeded attention, its craftsmanship had somehow caught the commander's eye. To me, it seemed like any other sword. I was just pleased I'd graduated beyond wooden ones. Small things like that had always escaped my notice. And now there was another thing that I missed. Another thing. I did not turn over in my mind. Over and over, burning thoughts over a spit until it burned to ashes and clogged my lungs. If I wasn't a general, if only... Oh. Coughed and coughed. I could not get it out of my chest. With every breath, it pressed down upon my heart. First, it was my brother sitting down, and my sister. My father pushed down, and my mother took the stew from the stove and forced it down my throat. When I pried my eyes open, it stung from the blades of grass and shells of crushed insects. When I gasped, dirt flooded into my mouth and escaped my tongue, as if trying to burn me alive. A fever had taken hold of me, and my legs seared with pain. I tried to call for help, but my throat was raw, and whatever rasp was lost into the dirt. Also, my phone is dying. Damn it. A sharp boot kicked me straight in the jaw. Damn, okay. Can be pathetic, pathetic after we finish our work. Medics hold his sorry ass back and patch him up. Okay? Okay, Dad? Kick me again and again. Not enough to injure. The sharp but restrained paws were meant to bruise me until I could wake up again. A few more sharp barks of command, and then the medics took me back to heal me. Nightmares cycled as I recovered. One would say he was the guardian angel to save me. I'd always seen him as a reaper, though, and had figured that he'd finally come to claim me for crossing over. Perhaps I was afraid I would end up in hell. I deserved it, didn't I? The steel-toed boot crushed me from inside out. Ow, not the flashbang. Oh. Moments after Valefar fell had been nothing more than a blur. Infirmaries were full and everyone was too stretched thin to add more sick beds. I had secretly fussed that being around others with soul rot would exacerbate his deterioration. Nox affirmed that Valefar would not be contagious since we had stabilized him. Contagious? That word sent something ill roiling in me. Could not be something to quarantine. Bitterness coated my tongue as I swallowed back the thought. Somehow, he had ended up in the room where Nox and I had once discussed the future of our snacks again. What if the worst had happened, and now, my god, what would I do? Put myself to work, clearing rubble, finding a space for Valefar to rest, and gathering resources where I could. I was no healer, but whatever strange ability I had put it to use after I spent hours on Valefar. I had trailed my fingers over every inch of his body, determined to ease out whatever poison had taken root in his soul. Okay, every inch of his body. Okay, then. As the text said, okay. I could have been doing this for ages. I could have helped him. I could have saved him. Oh boy. Never give up on him, but the hopelessness threatened to drown me more and more by the moment. I swayed and sent tinctures flying out of my arms. ARIES dashed in, saving the medicine with one arm and catching me around the waist with the other. I need to rest. I'm fine. A bit out at him. I'd apologize later for my tone. Squeezed my shoulder, once in understanding though. We're not humans anymore. Yeah? Well, whatever we are in this form, even that. His eyes started to Valefar, and then back at me as he weighed his words. Been in this body long enough to know that I'm only at my best when I give a shit about myself. You know what? Fair. And I give a shit for you, because you're being a martyr. Thought you were done with that while you were still alive. Not being a martyr. Girl, kinda you are. He shoved a slice of bread into my mouth without asking me first. Okay. Chew. Okay then. He demanded, and I did. When he wakes up and sees you fall apart, how do you think he'll feel? Point made. Sat me down, and somehow a bowl of soup and the rest of the bread found its way inside my belly. Sleep. But be right here, watching over him. I'm no seer or Nox, but I'll wake you up if I see the slightest change. Wake me up in a couple of hours. I need to keep it at bay. It being the soul rot, but I couldn't refer to it by its name without it weighing down my tongue like bricks. Alright. He shoved me in a chair, covered me with a blanket, and some way, I'd napped. Okay. Gut-wrenching nightmares woke me up from a short burst of sleep. I managed. Exhaustion pushed me right back into fitful slumber. Each day we juggled ever-increasing anxiety with rebuilding heaven. Everyone who spurned us now needed our help. Resources were scarce and spread out thinly. In between rounds in the medical wards, Nox returned dutifully to tend to Valefar. Words were beyond me, but even if I could speak through the soul, crushing worry, I didn't know what to say to thank him. Every time he squeezed my hand, he understood my gratitude. I squeezed back to share in his grief. The anguish in his eyes was too genuine when he shared that he'd not seen Matos again since the battle. He's the first Reaper to have this, or was a Reaper. All of you have been cleared so far, and let's keep it that way. He sighed and leaned back against the wall, pushing back his bangs. Him not being an angel is what has kept him alive for so long. Oh, because he became an angel, and soul rot became worse. Oof. Who would want to be one anyway? Ah. Rune still somehow had the gall to give an affronted sniff. Your mother was damn okay then. She thrived in spite of it, not because of it. The Fawn was researching all the remedies he could, despite the task being out of his wheelhouse. There was one solution he had offered, though. He could reincarnate. I think that would repair his soul. Oh. Hope foolishly flooded my heart, only to be doused with ice water. Valefar never wanted to live a human life again. Didn't even want to be in heaven. The only man to volunteer to become a Reaper would never move on. He would never agree to it, Safan, not even for me. Stared down at my feet and uselessly tried to scuff some dirt off of my boot. Why would he? I mean, I'm the reason he's like this. Sat down next to where Valefar lay and gently ran my fingers through his hair. The rise and fall of his chest was the only indication that he still existed. I ruined his life in the past, and now I'm destroying this one too. I'm not saying this to pity myself. Just, it's not right. Valefar can fade away, not like this. He deserves to be happy here, or anywhere else. He just deserves it. With or without me. More than anyone. The fawn nodded, then looked out into the distance, his lips pursed. Things have changed. Things have been changing. Convince him. How could I? But then... Yep. Flashbang. Ekan. Guns? Hi. Hi there on the YouTube chat. Flashbang. The spirits that were choosing to reincarnate. He had ruminated about this, hadn't he? Or perhaps contending with his own mortality. Maybe he had simply assumed those spirits had chosen it due to the situation, to save themselves. You just started stream? No, I've been streaming for 1.5 hours. Wait, you're reading chats today? I always read my chats. Unless someone in chat is being an attention whore, then I will not read their chat. Thousand what ifs, but none were answers unless I could reach into his mind and rifle through his thoughts. If he wakes up, Bon recalled at my expression. When he wakes up. When he wakes up, if he could just take one step, just one step towards reincarnating, and save him. Is there no other way? It's Fawn only sighed. How could I persuade him that it's worth it? Existing as a human is so aberrant to him. Cared for him, cared for me. But would that be enough when it came to something as grand as its very existence? For most of my life, I figured how different we were, us versus humans. But after recent events, after seeing the humans come to our aid, even when they didn't even need to. Okay. After seeing the change you brought into Daniel, change you brought to Valefar, I myself saw what I chose not to all this time. These bodies are the manifestations of our souls. We eat, we hurt, we bleed. We want, we love, we desire. I held a hand over my heart that tugged and ached with everything that I was. Do you do YouTube for a living or just for fun? Both. I never stop feeling, not once. Also, if you're wondering why I don't read chat, either I don't want to give people the attention, especially if they're being an attention whore in my chat and spamming hi, hello, whatever. Or they chat something weird. I will not read that. Or if I am very focused on the story of the game I'm playing, I'll likely not be able to pay attention to chat for a time. Do you have a Discord? Yes, but I have closed the invites for that Discord because bots keep on getting in. Hot dudes are more important after all. Not even that, I just really want to read the story. Just want to focus on the story, bro. Sure. I'm not like my other friends who actually openly say stuff when they're thirsting, okay? I control myself. I know, just messing with you. That's fine, yeah. I know. I know. Like, jokingly. The pawn nodded again. I didn't doubt that he, Siren, came, then feel the same. We hate and we fear. We are willfully blind. We are stubborn and pretentious. From reapers to angels and everyone in between. Everything he's seen here is it so different from the world back out there? Where are the mods? They're somewhere. They could be hiding. You don't know. You're barking. What's my dog barking at? It's not so different. Nurture the flicker of hope inside of me. Maybe it wasn't so impossible. You'll be right, but how could I stand up against centuries of Valefar clinging to a firm belief? when it was everything he had become. Eventually, Sapan murmured something about going back to searching for a cure, then returned to work. We remain ceaseless in our efforts. uh, Ekans, I'm just gonna tell you, I don't even look at the numbers of my viewers. If there's someone in there, then good, like hi. But if there's no one there in chat, that's also fine. I don't really look at the numbers. The more you look at the numbers, the more you get depressed. And that's something you'll learn when you're a streamer for how many years already. Just get used to it. And I would suggest that you don't mention the numbers of viewers. That is some unspoken etiquette by VTubers at most. That you don't mention numbers. Like, just saying, okay? That is also one reason why I don't read chat. When someone in chat mentions the numbers in my chat. ARIES in game took to the troves of books and records in heaven, and Stasis spoke. Every minute of the day, I stayed at Valfar's side, pushing back the soul rot where I could. Wipe him down, trying to clean him from battle's crime, and the others had taken care of changing his clothing. Don't make me say it again. Eat. ARIES was flipping through the latest book he'd retrieved and running an apple in the other hand. After his services to heaven, no one dared bar him from entry. The last person who tried flew away in sheer panic. Okay. I sighed as I took it from him. Just as I took a nibble, I thought my ears were deceiving me. Oh, he's awake. He croaked so faintly it could pass for the scrape of a chair against the floor. But I would have heard him even if he had whispered from the stars and I was in the moon. Oh, he's awake. Okay. I almost flung my arms around him, but pinned my limbs to the side and settled for laying my head next to his.
We couldn't have that now, could we?
Yeah, but Discord, no, I mean, I have a Discord, I just don't send invites as much to prevent bots.
Come here. I'm not so touch-averse anymore. Not with you.
Took his cheeks in my hands and flushed as he nodded against my palm. Hey, Zuko. Damn, from Netflix One Piece ad curse, KFC ad curse. I'll take this new ad curse and the last one we barely use the Discord server, that's the thing. My Discord server is mostly for whatever memes the guys would put in there. Gacha games. Or if people want to know my schedule and when I go live, that's it. Also, thank you for the hydrate, Izuku. But yeah, welcome to AFC ad curse this time, I guess. Well, it's food, so yeah, it's I think that's way better than the One Piece ad curse. So yeah. I would take the KFC ad curse more. Moments like this yet to happen. Word through my mind in a series of what ifs. And really short, so I'm more than glad. Nice. Yeah, I would take that than the One Piece ad. Uh, I had to convince him. That wasn't the part I was worried about. Yeah. How many? I'll probably stop after an hour though, because I do need to do stuff. I'm being asked to do something for dinner and water plants outside, so I'll probably stream for another hour though. Or less than an hour, depends. We are closing. We're almost at the end of the route though. I contacted some people from the dev server and asked how many chapters there are, and some said 7, some said 8. So if it's 8, then I think I can stop at the middle of chapter 7. Yeah, I know Kana is playing Warframe, right? I do want to see her journey in Warframe. Dust and shavings of metal pricked my nose, and yeah, that was the best thing I'd ever breathed in. I didn't want to inhale him. I didn't want to inhale him in like a deranged fool. Girl, don't. Please don't. Do not add the sniff of meme into your memes, please. So I settled for burying my nose in his shirt and sighing. I could call for the others.
They are busy, I'm sure.
I need to tell them that you're awake. Oh. I was weak to the way he caressed my cheek like I was the most precious thing in the universe.
And I long to have a proper moment with you.
He sighed against my
You
chest.
bring me peace.
Oh, I could die, but that wouldn't help anyone. And you do too. I need to keep you around, Valefar, for a very, very long time. For always and forever. I sweetly pressed a kiss to his lips to distract him, then hurried off to fetch the pawn and ox. When we returned, Valefar was sitting up in his bed and pouring himself a glass of water. As if we hadn't just dragged him back from that store. I can do that for you. Pursed his lips and clutched onto the handle, but I didn't miss the tremor that passed through the vessel. I'm not fragile. Well, Val, don't you start being stubborn with me. Wrestled the glass and jug both and poured him a glass, then held it up to his lips. Come on, Val. What'd I do to have a pretty girl dote on me? Japan.
Find your own.
Oof. I like the banter in this game. Place a hand on my waist, and he placed from where he touched me. Okay. Damn, okay then. comfort bloom more than any stray twinges of need.
Brief me on what I've missed.
Valefar also getting handsy. Yeah, he's getting handsy. And what good for him? For a guy who was at death's door. Bro. The cavalry had arrived, with Nox leading the charge. Relief shone on everyone's faces, from Game and Seer to Aureus, who hadn't let his worry slip to keep my own wits intact. I cannot be back to work mode already. Absolutely not. Nox clutches chest as affronted as my mother was when she caught me romping around our home in only a Chemais in search of midnight snacks. I'm guessing that's like it's like a sleepwear. You need to be resting. Aina, restore you. Okay. Valefar's eyes slowly traveled to each of us, and his eyebrows crunched into something helpless. We outnumbered him? Okay.
Fine, I'll rest. Now tell me, how long have I been out for?
5 days. Thought we lost you. I lost you. Selfish as I am. Valefar closed his eyes and watched quietly as a straight tear rolled down his cheek. Kept my space until at least he reopened his eyes, then wiped his face with the back of his
You
hand.
have always treated me like an old man about to wither into dust. My goodness.
You aren't? You're the one who told you're the one who said you're an old man. Like chapters ago. That's what you are, bro. I know. That's what you are. You also called yourself an old man chapters ago. What do you mean? He pouted in what was likely a poor attempt at a distraction. Oh, but I'm so weak. Okay. It worked. And I squished his cheeks together. Wait, what did you? Clip done? No, I'll check it later, Izuku. Yeah. I mean, I could check right now, actually. Where? What did you clip? What did you clip? Oh. Oof. That clip was fast to render. Do we like that? Oh, yeah, I see it, yeah. I think I know what you clipped. Hush. I hush. I couldn't tell if Aureus or Zapan had tagged louder. Oh, spare me from Kappa. The perfect reaction image to normies. Let's go. Well, I have a reaction image for calling out normies now. Let me edit that later, actually, to a smaller image. Zapan is my spirit animal. And Sarah gently pried me off a Valefar. and the two of us put a blanket over him. Anyway, things have been happening. He gestured aimlessly, then shrugged. I've been working on building a new door for the purgatory humans. Although Zafan tried to mention this with the importance of buying new shoes. What? Valefar shot up straight as if he was about to volunteer to help build the hinges himself. We push him back. Buddy! Buddy, I know you're a workaholic, but buddy! Buddy, bro! Sit the fuck down. But forget about all that for a moment. What the hell is wrong with you, Val?
Pardon me?
He had the audacity to be taken aback. How could you hide your affliction from us, Valefar? Aw. Aw, Zaire is pouting. He's sad. His eyes brimmed with tears, and I averted my gaze to silence any wayward sniffles. Truly do not trust us. Didn't even tell her. Yeah. Valefar's blanket sprung off of him with how fast he jumped up. And he groaned and pinched a pinch of his nose. No sudden movements. Yeah.
All right.
Hey, sir. Can you just rest, sir? Pulled the sheet to shield himself from our barrage of nagging.
This is why I didn't tell you. I'm not some delicate creep.
Says the old man. Says the old man. Needing rest and care does not make you delicate. We worry about you.
I do not want you to.
The more you push us away, the more they worry, you know. The exhale the rest of us shared rang loudly, and Valefar quickly raised his palms in the aftermath of his error. You don't want us to? You can't stop us. Are we not your friends? You're quite cruel to us, Valefar. Have these decades not been enough to lessen the distance? Thought we're all a family by now. Damn. We toss accusations, laced with offense and hurt, and Valefar clasps his hands over his ears. Our family. We all are, even ARIES. Why do I feel like he said that in sarcasm? Like, my heart is so warm. Really? Then why? Totally. Valefar clasped my hands between his, and he sat up slowly.
I did not know how to tell you or what to tell you. I did not even understand what was happening to me.
Okay. He looked at each one of us meaningfully, then studied his knuckles for a very long time.
I hate seeing those looks on your faces, truly.
How long were you planning to hide it, though? Your faces would have looked a lot worse if you snuffed it before telling us. Or yes. He shrugged and fell back into a chair, crossing his legs. What? You thought he wouldn't have to face us? Arias studied his nails and took a swig from the water jug next to Balefar's bed. Thought you, of all people, were better than this, Valefar.
He is right. I was cowardly. I thought I was protecting all of you. Had I told you, I feared that I would be accepting my impending fate, that I would be saying goodbye.
Well, you waited until it's now worse. So yeah, we're having an ad break in a bit, in like 10 seconds. So I'll take that as like a time to actually do what my mom is asking me to do. So yeah, I'll be right back. I'll try to finish whatever I need to do real quick. I'll be right back. I'll just do something with the cooking rice and watering the plants outside real quick. I'll be right back. We'll continue after I get back. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Yippee! Okay. Welcome back. Hey, Dragon Edge. Okay. Yeah, I'm whew. Oh. Only came and Nox remained silent, the former with his eyes closed and arms crossed, and the other fidgeting with his sleeves. Won't be goodbye. We'll stop this. We'll fix it and make it better. And you have Sayre and I on deck. I'm a jack of all trades. And most importantly, you need to rest. Rest. Colored his hands insistently, all about brandishing different tonics and whatever he and Zapan had been concocting. He spoke about everything and nothing at all. Anything to keep his mind off these revelations. Don't let anything happen to him. Didn't doubt the others' convictions and their efforts, but I also didn't believe in anyone. Believe anyone else was as convinced as I was that we would set him free. We will, no matter what. And maybe, for the first time in Valefar's life, he was forced to rest. I too had been forced to sit beside him, as Nox frequently purged my own soul. Felt fine, but if it made Valefar more complacent, then I'd oblige.
I feel utterly useless.
Damn. I think no one here would agree with that statement. He panted, his head narrowed his gaze, and he looked from me to the door, then returned his all-seeing eyes
Or
to
am I
me.
still under arrest and you're not telling me?
Tilted his head, and I lifted his wrists up, grasping them together. I could arrest you if you like.
What a pretty jailer I have.
Again, Chad, how's third wheeling with me today? These two is I need to make that meme later. after the stream, I'm gonna make that meme from the Zapan image that I took. A certain pair of white wings had just entered, made some sort of gagging sound, then exited again. Fortunately for us, the door opened again. Oh, hi, Rune. Your punishment has been forgiven due to your services rendered. Although after that display, I ought to appeal for reinstatement.
I see.
And well, in the end, you had just cause for what you did, as proven. So my scheme would have worked? I highly doubt it. I ignored them. Damn. All my planning only for you to not need it. Yes, your forged evidence nonsense. Who knew we had a larger disaster brewing in our
I
this?
admire your tenacity, and that you would go to such lengths for me.
Okay, I have to tell the devs at the chapter around the middle of chapter 6 to 7 voice lines. are um are kind of too low on the volume. So I don't know. I don't know if that's just me, but yeah. Valefar squish the haughty countenance out of my cheeks and coax a giddy little smile from me instead. I'd do anything for you, and you know what? It is a shame, though, all the souls we've lost. I'm happy we cleared you and that you're free, but
Sometimes being correct does not feel the best.
Ariels, hi. I wonder why a bunch of VTubers have been appearing on my For You page. I don't know. I don't know. When you close your eyes and ears to ignore the truth, sometimes this is what happens. We both stared at him. He too had initially been a barrier to resolving this problem before it turned into a catastrophe. He too had lost so many souls into the ether. I ought to remember who I used to be, even if the rest of us may not for quite some time yet. The new door has been coming along. It's almost finished. So in the end, I suppose nothing irreplaceable has been done. After Rune had confirmed Valefar was free of all charges, it was hard to keep Valefar contained. He had gone out to inspect our surroundings. It had taken 3 days to clear all of the dust and debris, and only a few more to rebuild it back to its shining self. It was as if nothing had happened. Yeah, everything's back to normal. Oh. They're fast workers. A blur of gray whizzed past me, and on instinct I reached out to snatch him by the back of his shirt.
Oh, good evening there. I was just wondering what you were up to.
Sir, what are you doing up? And just where are you going?
For a walk. Nox said fresh air is needed.
You just took one 10 minutes ago?
I have long legs. I require many walks.
Okay. To bed with you? I don't think I can hold him back much longer. Keep him busy. How would I keep him busy while he's stuck in bed? I wiggle his eyebrows and I smack his shoulder. No! Zapa, no! No! He huffed, returning to hammering some wire lightly into some other shape. Is that part of the solution? I pointed, hopefully at the contraption, but he dashed my hope with a shake of his head. Not exactly, but I am working on options. He'd found things that could work as patches, reverse engineering the creation of souls in the workshop, but nothing that could rejuvenate forever. He took the little device and went over to the far wall where one of the Daniels lay. Crevices ran down every inch of the doll's body. Lines etched with silver from Zapon's miraculous reconstruction. Didn't think I'd pull this off. Had witnessed his dust-scattered into the wind and had worn his ashes. Yet here he was, broken, yet here. Ow. I created a new body, but that wasn't enough to contain what existed. Managed to extract what was left of him from Berg and combine it into this. How did you even do that? Created some sort of magnet thing using data from sorcery. In short. Okay. Zafan wiped the sweat from his brow, and respect swelled within me for the talent of an angel turned reaper. No, the talent of Zafan. If he could do this, then surely he could save Valefar. This could be our Daniel? A shot in the dark, but yours and Valfar's? Yes. Haven't been able to wake him up just yet, but I think I can. Soon. But just what does Daniel have to do with all of it? How does this fit into your options? Tilted my head as I considered the prospects. Daniels were born of soul fragments. Valefar becomes something similar to their existence? My stomach churned as if I'd swallowed acid. The concept was, alright. Would he still be himself? But he shouldn't he? Daniels are something new, but Valefar was always been Valefar. Rub my temples. I could create something temporary for Valfar's soul to reside in. It's unnatural. So is this guy on principle, he said, continuing to tap away at some slab. Let's hope it doesn't come to it. Convince him, Aina. On my way back to Valefar, I crashed right into his chest. Huh?
Hello. How I have met.
Oh. He gently pecked me before I could start on my justified tirade. The more comfortable he grew in physical affection, the more my temperature rose. Oh no, he's getting antsy. Catch me off guard like that? Underhanded tactics?
It was not some
Damn.
ploy. It was only because I wanted to.
He drew back after a few more pecks to brush the tip of his nose against
Well,
mine.
I did get to fluster you.
He's learning.
Come now. I cannot be confined to a bed forever.
But you're...
I'm not yet on my deathbed. I feel fine, and have not fainted anymore. Thanks to you and Nox, I feel better than I have in months. Truly. Tomorrow, I want to check out the new gate.
Are you allowed near it? He chuckled and tapped my nose.
This is one crime aside. I do have a fairly good record. I have not been told of any such restrictions, so I assume that I can visit it.
Okay. Oh, sorry, Eddie. That voice audio is really low. Me. Making a page out of my book?
Always.
Stefan, Seer, and Rune were touching up the door. Had I not known what Valefar did to the previous one, I'd never have known this was brand new. Oh, I was just about to call you, Aina. Why are you here, Valefar?
You cannot
Hey,
confine
Hyaku.
me forever.
Do you speak English? Yes. mean, I'm reading things in English, and I'm talking in English. Squeeze his hand as I oft did lately, whenever we grew sullen over our cuddling. We ought to have light to him. We're becoming increasingly devious here. Excellent. Can begin gathering souls for ascensions again. I'll deploy the cherubs to
I'd
help.
like to attend the ascension. Seeing them pass on with my own 2 eyes will bring me great peace.
I shall inform you of the details soon. But when we returned during the evening, it was empty. Have we gotten the wrong information? Don't be absurd. I would never err. From the distance, a disgruntled rune came our way, with a pair of cherubs in tow. For a moment, I think the game was fate. Oh, I'm playing an otome game. It's a Tuesday. I told them. We did. Yes, as you keep reminding me. Second one remained silent, but looked at me hopefully. I fish a few spare toffees out of my pocket, which I'd taken to storing ever since taking temporary residence in heaven, and sold one out to each of them. Senior held out a hand too, and I deposited the third on his palm. Pentagons and runes. The last one went straight to Valfar's mouth, and I envied how it melted and Hyaku, an otome game is not yaoi. Otome games are made originally for the female audience, female players. And it's from its name, otome is called young lady or girl, which is a game with a female MC and several guys as love interests. There is no yaoi otome game. There would be a different name for that game. I forgot what it was, but I guess it's just called BL for now. I forgot if there's actually a term in Japan for yaoi games like this. Like for yaoi games that are actually yaoi, actually BL. But I am playing an otome game where there is no yaoi, there's no BL. It's one female MC and several other guys that you have to choose from. And a reason why I do like playing otome games on stream is so that, you know, people who are not aware of the genre can be aware. Because let's just say that Twitter is a cesspool, and I see a lot of very uninformed people over there about the genre, about this kind of game, and protest to have male MCs in them, which contradicts the name otome. Oh, wow, yeah. Oh, you're talking about Hamefura. I did play the otome game for that on the Switch before, but I only did one route because there's a lot of copyright claims from them for the BGM and everything. So I stopped with one route. Yeah, I played the otome game for the Hamefura one, the one with Catalina. I only did one route of that, and never again because, yeah, I had to deal with copyright claims from them, for the OSTs and BGM for the game. No one is interested, it looks like. That's just great. What do I do with my paperwork now? Not judging you, by the way. I like the fact you played this game as you said. There are not much people plays. Yeah, like I know people are aware what an otome game is, but I find it surprising that there are a lot of people who are not aware of the genre, especially if I look at Twitter. But then again, that's Twitter. But then again, it's Twitter. It's a cesspool over there. Thanks for explaining what otome game is. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, that is another reason why I would like to continue playing otome games on stream, just so I can share the awareness of the genre for other people, and also, share the experience with other people. Because there are a lot of otome games that have really good stories. Right now, this game, despite it being still in the works, still expecting updates, and routes are still being worked on, it has a really good story. So, yeah. There, deleted book. Calls upon restrain Rune from walloping Sahir and help him recover his work. Valefar and I stood shoulder to shoulder, tapping our feet as we pondered this new development, or lack thereof. Perhaps it is because of the rather short notice. Maybe some people need time to adjust to the fact that they'll leave. Going somewhere new is frightening after all.
Indeed. Although it was not an issue in the past. Granted, that was before the malevolent tragedy.
Twitter, I just entered to see things about fighting games or art. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I go there for the art as well. Like art of FF14, whatever games I play. And then I just scroll so very far, I'll see the drama in there. Twitter is Twitter. Need to reassure them that it's safe. Easily done. You shove Sahir through the gate. Disgruntled, Sahir reappeared again a few moments later. Well, that was rude. But I feel fine. I did feel a bit odd while going nearer through the gate, but as expected, nothing now. With that said, I went in and out too. Valefar's fingers unclenched at the sight of me as I bounded back to him. He was so nervous, okay. Understandable. There's nothing left to do for now, other than to spread the word that all is safe and well. We can handle it. And us. The second one nodded too. And I couldn't help but hope there'd be cheeks. Finding that to be reasonable enough, we left in hopes that we'd be able to guide some souls to a better plane the next day. But the next day came and it was empty again. Huh. And then again. Each day, Valefar regained more strength and the two of us joined on an expedition to spread the word that all was right again. Right, well, not when all those souls were lost, but at least we made it safe now. I'd rather have to inform than to warn. Slowly, we realized just what was happening. As we reconvened, Rune threw up his hands and complained to the heaven. So, not only are they not going to heaven, but many have gone through the reincarnation gate instead. Do they not like the door I built? He stroked the frame sadly and Seer pat his back. No! It is a perfectly lovely door. I'd go through it all day. Really? Valefar nodded sagely, and we bit back smiles as we comforted our hard-working friend. I came to see if it was true, and sure enough, many folk were milling about. They were exchanging embraces and farewells before stepping through the reincarnation gate in turn. Some peered curiously at the door, perhaps undecided of their choice. They aren't supposed to do it of their own accord. He threw his hands up and ran around. You are forsaking heaven with its sacred nectar and endless bounties for this. You may as well have offered them to go watch paint dry for all the good it did. One is allowed to reincarnate at any moment. There is not much we can do to dissuade them. Sounds like those timeshare people. Valefar tossed his head back and roared out such a beautiful gale of laughter that my heart skipped several
Indeed,
beats.
but even so.
He stroked his chin as his voice went into a thoughtful
I
aside.
do not understand. Are they fearful of what may happen to them?
Well, we did a good job of warning them. Well, how about we ask them for ourselves? I looked around for one of the lingering souls that was not engaged in tearful goodbyes. One must practice tact, after all. I spotted a trio of middle-aged women. Placing my fingers in between Valefars, I leaned them alongside me. As we swindled up to them, I realized they were identical in stature, figure, and face. Oh, triplets. Excuse me, are you all sisters? Purgatory changes appearances sometimes, so... Valefar tilted his head curiously at me. I did not remember how I knew that. No one had told me. Triplets, yes. Not that we remember much, mind you. We found our way to each other in the end, yes. Fascinating that you are all here. Those two were offered heaven when they died. Even in death, we found each other. Somehow, we knew we had to wait for something. We always did everything together. It's not fair that CC had to wait. Oh, now. Oh my god, CC, Lily. Okay. Now y'all can go to heaven together.
Was there someone you were saying goodbye to around here?
Not at all. We simply wanted to go on another adventure together. CC, Lily, Mimi. Okay. We've been here for 50 years after all. And then spent a decade or 3 in heaven. Oh, yes, we had to know what it was like after spending so long in this forest. We had to undo years of splinters after all. There were twigs everywhere. I looked down at my own palms, wondering if I had the same issue during my residence
But
here.
you are leaving heaven?
Oh yes, heaven is delightful, but some of us, we want to try more things. We put in a request to be born together once more. Let's see, how much we remember each other after we die again, eh? And with that, they waved us cheerily and set through the door to reincarnate back into the human world. As if they were leaving the house for a shopping trip. Well, I'll be. We'd gone quiet on our walk back to Heaven's Gate, and I let him be alone with his thoughts, only offering my hand. Was family the key in getting Valefar to give us a chance? Or is it once more? When he wasn't looking, I busied myself by sending a flurry of messages to Safan.
I'd forgotten that the world out there is not all bad. That some things endure even from your human life. Even when you're meant to forget. That there's something some would return to willingly. I had assumed that people had persuaded themselves that it would be fine to reincarnate, and to return to the only thing they knew how to be. But to reside in heaven and return nonetheless?
The door had led to heaven flashed, and out came a sizable throng of people.
What in the...
Hi Spencer, thanks for the hydrate. Oh yeah, hi Spencer. Is there something wrong in heaven? My body tests immediately, but Timmy bounded up to me with a cheery grin. Everything's fine. We've been helping everyone rebuild. And they gave me a special job. You have to show everyone where to go to reincarnate. Oh. Hope you're having fun. Yeah, I am. Where to go? Yeah, some people have decided they want to try to live on Earth again. He gave a cheery wave and shepherded the throng of people behind him onwards. Rubbed my eyes. The humans had begun self-appointing themselves into their own roles. I was quite proud of
To
Timmy.
leave heaven and do such a thing? Why?
Perhaps it was a good thing that Rune was still off somewhere else. If he saw that people were organizing groups to reincarnate rather than stay in heaven, he'd start molting feathers. Yeah, Rune's gonna be stressed out.
It?
Oh. Okay. We do want him to try to reincarnate because so it resets his soul. I'll be open to it. I'll never regret loving you nor Felix. Watch me carefully this time. Not flinching, not stiffening. Does it not bother you when I say his name?
I think I have subconsciously projected my guilt onto him. He was a menace upon the world, but now that I think about it, after all we have accomplished, after all that we have confessed, my heart and soul feel lighter now.
His fingers intertwine tightly between mine. I gently kiss his knuckles.
I am glad that we have come here today.
Shall we return to heaven now? I wanted a chance to speak to Timmy. If he was shepherding people about, then he could help me find someone who may be my last chance in convincing Valefar to live.
I beg you, no more. I do not need to be cooped up any longer. I feel spirited. I long to wander around with you in the human world, then enjoy the evening back in my own home with you and our friends.
I think defeating the malevolence has done wonders for my health. I'll be back to myself before we know it. His eyes trembled. And curse him, he was picking up on my tricks and using them against me. Well, being around angels is tiring. Wrapped my arm around him, and we pressed the button on our phones and transported us back to stasis. At every step I continued using my power on him, trying to absorb all that I could. Nox would be pleased that I was doing this without going to him for a healing session right after. But I'd be fine. Especially because, well, I didn't feel like I was pulling anything, but there was nothing I to pull either. Had we really managed to heal him? Help surge in me like waves along a shore. Maybe I didn't need to scheme after all. No, just in case. I turned down the hall to return to the office so we could go back home, but Valefar tugged me back by the sleeve.
Wait, there is somewhere I would like to visit before we go home.
Oh. Ow. Flashbang. Oh, human world. I turned around in surprise once I realized where he'd brought me. Was in cat cafe already? One of the gray kittens nuzzled against my leg. After receiving a satisfactory amount of pets from both of us, it skittered to the wall to join his friends.
I missed the smile on your face.
My hand froze mid-pet of another cat, and it swatted at my hand. Oh, Bao, you already put a smile on my face.
You're sweet as pie, but I missed the carefree grin you have.
Gently push my cheeks up until I
Your
giggled.
tensions have been weighing you down. It is
Oh,
written
Cheetos.
all over your countenance. You've been worrying yourself, ragged over me.
Consider it repayment for all the times you worried over me, said. I linked our arms together and marched towards the ginger cat that had taken to me last time. No more worrying for today. Let's play until they kick us out. Valefar occasionally went to the staff and gave them something every now and then. Each time, he returned with a different toy or treat to entice the cats with. Never seen him laugh so much in my life. Wish every day could be like this. We frolicked with the cats until the sun set. When the shop closed, we insisted on helping them close down for the night. While I did not try to smuggle any cats out this time, a few clung to me nonetheless. I had insisted that I was chosen, but the non-cats overruled me. As we walked home, we couldn't help laughing at our appearances, covered head to toe in cat fur. Jeez. You've been home for only a few moments, and yet, there you go, troubling yourself already. I had a spoon in one hand, and my other hand perched on my hip. I waggled my utensils at him. Can I be happy to be home again? I returned my attention to the mixing bowl that had a sizable portion of flour and sugar, and chocolate chips. I knew the others would be joining us soon enough, and Game alone could demolish a tray of cookies.
You are my guest.
He raised his hands defensively as I pulled a face.
Fine, sorry. I won't call you that again.
And shall I tell you what you can call me? Oh god, the nicknames, here we go. I almost said beloved, but cough, pretending flour had gotten up my nose. All excellent choices. I have my own first proposal though. Perhaps it is just a magnificent title.
How about beloved?
He hadn't even told me. Wait, he did though. I pretended to ponder over this and buried my grin behind my fingers. My flour covered fingers.
Look at you. You look like that little cartoon on the packaging.
I'm cuter than that round thing.
That you are. Now, let me see that lovely face.
Getting good at play. Hey chat. I'll start wheeling. Again. I'll start wheeling.
Flirting or being honest?
Flattery. Insisted as he gently wiped away the coating of white dust with a towel.
Under all that white, I am spotting some pink.
Okay. I protested and snatched a pinch of flour and tossed it at him, childishly.
A surprise attack! This is not proper warfare.
Again, third wheeling. He lobbed another handful back at me, and I sputtered as I coated my tongue. Sir, yes, it's proper warfare, sure. Both of us tussled with the other until he pinned my wrist to the kitchen counter. Okay. To get used to it, walks to a corner. I I had been expecting a triumphant grin, but his gaze softened, and his lips brushed mine so softly that I could have mistaken it for a figment of my imagination. They might as well give us a chair, you know what kind of chair? God.
And which is this, my dearest?
Oh, damn. A little bit of
I
both.
wouldn't have it any other way.
The doorbell rang and our friends arrived. See that dinner's going well? Dinner? We're all having cookies. Cookies for dinner? Not exactly nutritious. Do we need nutrition?
It is the first family dinner in a long while, regardless. I shall be in charge of dessert, and the rest of you can make yourself useful.
Damn. Making them useful involved a lot of bickering, clattering, and few bowls shattering. But their raucous enjoyment was what we needed after everything we'd been through. While Valefar may have bemoaned their mess and fuss, may have smoothed out the wrinkles between his brows with his fingers and sighed loudly. His eyes wouldn't stop smiling. Have you looked into the thing I asked? Left it up to Rune, since he has more access than I do.
And what are you whispering about?
No. Nothing. I skip airily over to him and let Stefan see himself out. I wouldn't be going anywhere.
Today was wonderful.
Taken my hand in this and hardly trace a big figure 8 along my palms and fingers. What do you want to do tomorrow?
Anything you want.
You're all... Okay. No, I want to know what you want to do.
Do you not believe me when I say that I want to do whatever you want to do? In this new, strange world, I want to know what things you like. I propose a trade. For every thought of mine, I wish for one of yours.
A novel idea. Deal.
I want to go see a musical with you.
Okay. Want to go to one of those movies with you and get lots of popcorn. Plenty of butter.
Excellent taste. You're settling into this life excellently.
I don't know about
You
that.
shout sorcery much less now, to my sadness.
Not the call. His skim his nose playfully against mine. I kiss the corner of his
You
lips.
saved heaven. No small feat, you know.
With you by my side. Keep that off the net.
Till my last breath.
Right, the afterlife. That's not good enough. Oh, okay.
You know my feelings about being a human.
Oh boy. Ew. Oh boy, here we go again. Here we go again. If I choose, what happens if I choose this?
My sweet.
Consider it just spare a thought. If you ever love me even for half a heartbeat, then please.
Half a heartbeat. You are my whole heart. Never doubt that. No matter what.
No, I will doubt that. I will. Be childish about it, Valefar. The world here, how is it better than the human world? Angels can't have bad intentions, right? Then why did all those souls vanish? So many people disappeared, so many angels disappeared, and... Oh, Mika! Hey Mika, thanks for the raid. I'm like, hi to eat. What? Yeah, hi Mika. How was 14? What are you doing in 14 now? Like, I think last time I checked on you when you were playing 14 was, you were at the end of Endwalker. Currently on Dawn Trail MSQ 99. Oh, nice. That's nice. How are you finding the story of Dawn Trail so far? Been a while, right? Enjoying it though? Nice. That's nice to hear. Yeah, thank you for the raid. And hi, welcome. I'm Shin. I'm a Flower Fairy VTuber, and yeah, we're playing an otome game, SALVUS ARIES. And I think I'm almost at the end. This is chapter 7. And someone did tell me that it's until chapter 8. I'm trying to find the stopping point. My throat is dying. Throat's dying from reading. Help. Yeah, thank you for the raid. And if you need to do your after stream stuff, feel free to do so. I'll close my eyes to spoilers then. I want to keep playing this too. Yeah, if you want to, yeah. I don't mind. Yeah, it's most likely gonna be spoilers for people who want to play the game. And are playing the game and are not on this point of the story. So yeah, feel free. I'm just chilling and trying my best that my throat doesn't die. Just trying. I'm trying, but yeah. Thank you again for the raid. Let's continue because I'm actually curious what happens next. Are we that much different from humans? I rested my head against his chest, just where his heart was. It beats, just like it did when we were human. Human hearts are just as strong and just as fickle as ours. You might have been here for a long time, Valefar, but I still have not forgotten.
I cannot pretend to be as brave as you are.
I already have been, my foolish, sweet general. Counted his breaths and each beat of his heart as we slipped into quiet rumination.
You truly find me brave?
I do. I always have, in every life. Don't be afraid to make mistakes, Valefar. Still wasn't convinced, was he? And what else? Will you become malevolent? Will you go into a mindless fear and kill me yourself? Oh, didn't back down. What? You don't think that will happen? Don't you remember when we first went to Purgatory together? That woman who wronged me. But then Felix and I had ruined her together, didn't we? Although I did posthumously, didn't I? I blinked rapidly as I let out a shrill bear laugh. And in the end, I pushed her into insanity, to becoming a monster. Looks like I did this to you too, and I'll let you kill me, Valefar. It's what I deserve. So punish yourself for the past, and despite everything, you don't think you're good enough to survive. Stood up, you broke that door, and you were going to take every bit of blame for it too. Consequences be damned. Say it's enough. We say it's enough. Angels say it's enough. And apparently, whatever powers above that dictate whether or not we should be tossed into hell or not to do it too. Yep. As he had
In
no
every
answer.
lifetime, I am yours. Even when I...
You say you were too passive? Well, Valefar, I'll be passive now. The look on his face had me clicking inside. I'd do it.
I know. Shh, shh. Do not shed tears. Not for me. Then cry if you must. I shall hold you closer. You did not. You are fine. And you are not incorrect.
You can die for me. Can you not live for me? The vision swam as I looked up into his endlessly kind gaze. And he continued kissing my tears away until the sniffles subsided.
It is late. I am not cross with you. I am not hurt. I am happy to hear you be honest.
Oh, we have an ad break though. Okay. While the ad break is going though, I'll go and open the lights outside. It is getting dark. I'll go open the lights real quick. Yeah, I'll be right back real quick. I'll just go open the lights. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Okay. Yeah, also ad break is done, so yep, we back.
Good night. Sleep well and in peace. I shall not leave you. I shall think about it, I swear. I say this not to placate you, but I will keep it in my mind.
I wonder. Wait, I'm gonna save here. And then I'll load the previous save before that and choose a different choice. Like if I choose this, is it a different dialogue? I know. Then the far side pulled me close.
My sweet.
Spare the thought. If you ever loved me, even for half a heartbeat. Okay.
Half a heartbeat.
Okay, it's almost the same. Okay.
I cannot pretend to be as brave as you are.
Yeah, it's somewhat the same. Some part of the dialogue was cut
You
off.
truly find me brave?
Okay, yeah, it's the same. Okay, yep.
In every lifetime, I am.
Really?
I know. Then you did not. It is late. I'm not cross with
6
you.
p.m. This is a 6 p.m. Alarm.
I'm happy.
Okay.
Good night. Sleep. I shall think about it. I swear.
Okay. I have no idea if that's even a better dialogue. So I'm gonna save it again here. That's the second choice. Then I'll load the previous one over here. Medicine time na. I don't need to give the dog medicines anymore. I just keep forgetting to turn off those alarms. Dog's all good now. She is like she's recovered. So medicine's not really needed that much anymore. Yeah, that's on the dog recovery then. Yeah. She still has her harness, like she's still tied. But that's just to be sure that she doesn't run off somewhere and get herself hurt again or eat something bad again. So we're having her tied for now for a bit. Stop eating frogs. Yeah, especially now. There's probably a lot of things and yeah. No matter what tonics I could scrounge up, what teas I brewed from lavenders I foraged, or whatever fields were not burned down, nothing worked on me. It was an affliction of the soul. Dream changed. Oh, next to me was Aina. I was laying in the field, not on the torn up floorboards of my family home. Fingers sifted through my hair. There was a pond beside us all of a sudden. My hair was no longer gray. I couldn't wake up this time. Uh-oh. Oh. Okay. If I load the other one. Uh-huh. It's the same. Okay. The same thing. Okay. Okay, I just needed to see that, but yeah. The same outcome? Okay. I don't know how it's gonna be different, but let's see. And so it's chapter 8. How long did I get to here? 3.5? Is it okay? Um, like, it should be like a good stopping point, right? We can save chapter 8 for next week. Because this is gonna be another 3 hours if so. And I don't think I have another 3 hours to spare. Yeah. You guys okay with me stopping there? Because I don't know if my throat can actually last more reading. Take a rest for your voice, yeah. Because I'm gonna be reading a lot again tomorrow. I'm playing Magical Princess. You know that game that John played. Yeah, it might be another long chapter. Yeah, it might take another 3 hours and a half. Yeah. And if it isn't like that a long of a chapter for chapter 8, and we do it next week, I could at least have time to try to get the good ending if I do get the bad ending, right? I could. If I any by any chance I get the bad ending, I would have time to actually uh do stuff and actually try to get the good ending. Like speed run it. And I get blockage in stream too. Oh wait, I'm safe. Wait, what? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Oh, sorry, Ian. Okay, so shit. Yes. Yes, Spencer. Yes. What is it? Ian got blocked by Sander because of Lex Seribot and Lex stream. Oh, why did you get blocked by Seribot? Why what? Why? Now I have PTSD. Why? Oh no, wait. I'll be right back. I know I'm about to end, but I'm gonna be right back. I'll just go open the door for my brother. I think my brother is there. I'll be right back. You guys talk about what happened to you real quick. I'll be right back and then I'll read it. Okay, I'm back. Okay. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, what happened? What happened? Uh, why did Saribot block Ian? Whew. Theory at the moment, so no one knows. Okay. Uh, I wonder if Sandra and Lex will have to reach out to the guy who manages Saribot then. I will change my name soon. Okay. Uh, well, when you do, just let me know. Don't worry. But yeah, I don't know why it happened. I wonder why. Wonder if that's something that should be um contacted through the guy who was managing Saribot. They do have a Twitter, so you know. I don't know if it's worth the effort to actually reach out to them. Because that's also worrying. If Saribot can just block you like that without any reason as well, that's worrying. Like maybe it's best to um let the let the guy know that that happened, in case that was just a mistake on Seribot's, in case that there's like a mistake on the bot or something. Oh yeah. I think my throat is dying, so might as well raid out for now. I'm a I'm a raid out for now. Also, did Kana say she was gonna play something? She live. I don't think I see her on the list. Okay. Hmm. 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 Guess I'll read out the Lex. Lex is Endwalking while starting his journey for Endwalker. Oh, that's just circling back to where Ian came from. Flip a coin between the two. I mean, Kana is not live though. I don't think so. I don't see her. Wow, my browser is lagging. Ah, yeah, I don't see Kana. They're all in your VC room. Yeah, they are. I see Lynn in there as well. And I hovered over one of their share screen. I see Warframe in there. I see three. I see like two people playing Warframe in there. Yeah. But since Ghana is not live at the moment, I guess I can read out the Lex. Yeah, let's just read out the Lex. And I see that he's hanging out with the nerd group, I think. Read message. Have a lovely evening, Denshin. Yeah. Tomorrow I'll be playing Magical Princess, the same parenting simulator that John was playing. So yeah. We'll see how that goes tomorrow. Also, that's me. That's also me gonna be reading dialogue. So I need the whole night to rest my voice. Actually, if there's some unvoiced dialogues, I'll be reading them tomorrow. So yeah, it's not a lot compared to today, but it's still reading. So I need my voice rested for the night. Like I know I'll be busy talking with the others, but at least it's it's more mellowed down when I'm in the BC anyway. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow for Magical Princess. We'll see how that goes tomorrow. But for now, let's go read out the Lex. Yeah, I'll go and ask him, how's Endwalker? This is a BC room. Yeah, let's go raid out. I'll see you guys tomorrow. For the time that I'll be streaming tomorrow, we'll see what time I get to wake up again. Yeah, see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.